Guys, the best of 7 ALCS now down to a best of 3. Tigers and Red Sox ready to go at it in Game 5. Officially, it is not a must-win game for Detroit, but in that locker room, they are treating it like it is. Because if they win tonight, all they have to do is go to Boston and win one time. But should they lose, then things would become really interesting. Because if the Tigers lose tonight, they would have to go on the road and win not once, but twice. Certainly not impossible, but not ideal. And that's why Detroit wants to get things done tonight. And Jim Leyland sends Anibal Sanchez to the mound tonight. Sanchez, the Game 1 starter. And remember that spectacular performance he put on. A no-hitter through 6 innings. The Tigers are hoping for more of that tonight. Reporting from outside of Comerica Park in Detroit, Mike Lissette, T-Sports.
All right, looking forward.
Oh, they certainly do. Hey, wasn't it everyone that said that Jim Leyland was too stubborn for his own good? Yet there he was yesterday making a drastic change, pushing Austin Jackson from the leadoff spot down to the 8th spot. It was a risky move. It was a gutsy move. But as it turned out, it was the right move. The Tigers' offense finally exploded, and this series is all even at 2 games apiece. One day later, Jim Leyland, not the kind of guy that would say, "I told you so." Oh, he's so modest, isn't he? One day later, no major drastic changes in the Detroit lineup, although a slight one. Omar Infante moves to the 6th spot right behind Johnny Peralta. First pitch coming at 8:07 from Comerica. From Detroit, Mike Lissette, T-Sports.
Park ready for tonight's Game 5, Michael?
Oh, Dan, what a series this has been. Just a couple of 1-0 games, a couple of great pitching matchups, a couple of great playoff moments, and yet here we are. After 4 games, nothing has been decided. We're all even at 2 games apiece. It was funny, in the press conference before Game 5 tonight, someone asked Jim Leyland, what's the key to winning a series like this? As it turned out, even the great ones don't have all the answers. Leyland apparently along the ride like everybody else. Now, Dan, earlier you talked about lineup changes and lineup moves. Nothing drastic like what we saw yesterday for Detroit. Although a slight one, Omar Infante moves to the 6th spot right behind Johnny Peralta. Reporting from outside Comerica, Mike Lissette, T-Sports. Weather's looking a lot better, and I've just been informed they've taken the tarp off the field. We are excited. We are ready to go. The best of 7 ALCS now down to a best of 3. Tigers and Red Sox Game 5 from Comerica in just a couple of hours. Now, this game, not a must-win situation officially for the Tigers, but they are treating it like it is. Because if they win tonight, they were to get a jump start on what they have to do in Boston. Only win once. If they lose tonight, well, then it's a different story. They would have to go to Beantown and win both times. Not impossible, but not ideal. And that's why they want to get a jump start on things tonight. Jim Leyland, a modest guy, he's talking about that lineup change he made yesterday. Not a major lineup change today, but a slight one. He moves Omar Infante up to the 6th spot, right behind Johnny Peralta. The Tigers are ready to go. They're ready to get things done. First pitch coming at 8:07 from Comerica. Game 5 coming up in a little bit. Reporting from outside Comerica Park, Mike Lissette, T-Sports.